Good afternoon. After all of the wet and windy weather of late, the prospects for the start of the new week do look somewhat quieter. The winds will be lighter, most of us will be dry, but it could be quite cloudy at times too. What I will stress though is from midweek onwards, we have to be honest with you, there's a high degree of uncertainty in our forecast, so getting the detail right is going to be difficult. Why is that? Well, basically we sit on the borderline of a battleground from midweek onwards between high pressure in the east and low pressure areas trying to come in from the west. And whether the high will keep the brakes on these systems coming in or not still remains uncertain. So that's one battle going on. The other battle is, depending on where the high is, that depends on how far west cold air from the continent will sit, or whether low pressure will bring in mild air from the Atlantic. And of course, if it's cold, that could mean we see something a little bit more wintry at the end of the week. If it's mild, it could be rain that we're dealing with. So that explains to you the two uncertainties later on this week. This afternoon, fairly clear-cut story. A lot of sunshine, some showers continuing across the northwest of England and for North Wales, a few for Northern Ireland, some wintry ones across northern Scotland. Shade chillier than recent days thanks to a northerly breeze. Through the evening and overnight, still some showers for Northern Ireland, across Wales and in the Liverpool Bay area, a few more for Scotland. Turning cold across Scotland with a widespread frost to start us off on Monday, also extending into Northern England, perhaps parts of East Anglia. Further south, lows of perhaps 5 or 6. Monday morning will dawn bright for many, thanks to a ridge of high pressure building in, and we're pretty confident with that. So a fine start and the best of the sunshine during the early part of the day, because to the west we've one of the lows that looks like it wants to get involved in the story, but really is going to struggle to. But I think come the afternoon it will just introduce a bit more cloud. Top temperatures for Monday, after that chilly start, just 4 in Aberdeen. We may make double figures in London. Eastern counties always keeping the best of the sunshine. Now, still that front trying to get involved in the weather story for Tuesday, but high pressure really is dominating. So I think all we'll see will be some cloud across central and eastern areas, quite murky perhaps across the hills. But again for Tuesday, essentially a dry day, a weather front kept at bay in the west by high pressure. Top temperatures, perhaps 11 or up to 12 degrees there in Belfast. Best of the sunshine across northern Scotland. Now, Tuesday into Wednesday, again, same story, high pressure trying to dominate, weather fronts trying to get involved, but the high weakens them away on Wednesday. Current thinking has some drizzly rain for Northern Ireland, for Wales and the southwest of England. Elsewhere, probably quite a bit of cloud, but a lot of dry weather, a little bit of brightness here or there. Temperatures eking down, though, as we start to increasingly pull in a continental influence to our air mass. And now we look at Wednesday into Thursday, and this is where the uncertainty really starts to get into the story. We will, I think, possibly see weather fronts trying to make greater inroads into the west later on in the week, trying to bring in some milder air. But if they do bump into the colder conditions from the continent, which could be quite well established by this point, we could see this rain here turning progressively into a little bit of a more wintry mix. So do take that chart for Thursday a little bit with a pinch of salt. The same for this picture on Friday. This is our best thoughts at the moment. It looks like the end of the week could be relatively quiet, but the models are changing from run to run, so there is a chance that this weather system could come in and we could see something wintry rather than wet. So your quick recap: quieter for the next few days, but uncertain from midweek onwards.